The Sunshine Project discovered 6 years ago, every major city, including Austin, has helicopters in military hangars with opiate knockout gases. They admit large areas of cities will burn, thousands will die, but they're ready to gas you non-lethal. But you're driving down the road, you're going to crash, there's going to be fires, you're going to fall in fire ants, you're going to get electrocuted. It'll cause tens of thousands of deaths per major city, conservatively. But they are prepared, and they have helicopters waiting to gas you and your family right now. And, of course, we know there's also programs with actual nerve gas to kill you and your family. But what they've admitted to is the other gas. Very nice government. Very nice people. On their big power trip. They get to do it all. They get to run it all. They get to do whatever they want. All right, this piece of filth then goes on. UT senior fellow Philip Bobbitt argues that we'll have to abandon our military and constitutional traditions if we want to survive this perilous century. So see, if you want to survive the perilous century, you better give us full control over you. You better let us run every facet of your life, or that man with that turban is going to kill you. You understand? And then he goes on to say, we've got to have world government, we've got to give up all our rights, we've got to let corporations run and own everything, or we're all dead. The men in the cave that the government created and hold up to scare you. I need a little goblin or a little toy monster I can hold up and go, oh, Bin Laden. Oh, he's going to get you. Here, I'll just draw a picture of a monster. Here, let me just do this. I mean, this is what they do. Here. Let me just draw a monster. And this is Bin Laden, and I'm the globalist. I'm the government. Let me see. It's 1979, and I'm going to create this to fight the Soviets, but then I'm going to counter-use it to scare my population in to submission, and they will submit to it quite nicely. There we go. Oh, yes. This barbarian devil will get you if you don't submit, okay? Give up all your rights, give up everything you've got, and let us get rid of all your Bill of Rights and Constitution. He gets into it, or this is going to get you, lady. Give up your whole way of life. You know, there's no danger in letting the power elite run everything. They won't do anything bad. No, it's men in caves. Oh, you don't like CPS taking your kids. You don't like taxes going up. You don't like your kids being asked about what's in your medicine cabinet. You don't like being arrested without a warrant, or the IRS taking your house without a warrant, or a jury, or due process. Oh, you don't like having to incriminate yourself when you fill out the tax forms, violating your Fifth Amendment. Well, okay, that's basically it, okay? I mean, that's it. It's real. They treat you like children. You know, it's real simple. All right, let me just get into this bastard. Oh, man, this guy makes me sick. I'm so sick of these scumbags in their three-piece suits and their big mansions and helicopters, all the evil crap and the drugs they ship into the country and the black ops they run, and how they all do it for the greater order. Because if they didn't, there'd be other crime syndicates that would, and they have a great mission, and they understand what they're doing with eugenics, and I mean, it's disgusting. UT senior fellow Philip Bobbitt argues that we'll have to, in fact, he heads up the UT LBJ school, where they teach all of our ambassadors and the people that are going to make the State Department up. I mean, just teaching them there's no Bill of Rights or Constitution. Teaching them it's bad. I mean, that's what's going on. Arming and the forces to dominate and rule with an iron rod over us. God, man, I'm so sick of this trash. I got to calm down and cover this. I'll never get to your calls. UT senior fellow Philip Bobbitt argues that we will have to abandon our military and constitutional traditions. Our constitutional traditions, if we want to survive this perilous century. That's like getting in the car with Ted Bundy. He's in a suit. He's driving a little Volkswagen. He's cute. Philip Bobbitt wears a suit. He says, just let me put these handcuffs on you, baby, and everything's going to be all right. Well, you put those handcuffs on, girl. The one or two girls that didn't put the handcuffs on and kicked him and rammed open the door, they may have flown out and flipped in the concrete a few times, but they weren't back at his shack an hour later with him biting big old bloody chunks out of him. And that's Bobbitt. Just give me all the power. But says it real nice in a nice, friendly outfit. Hi, I'm Philip Bobbitt. They all talk like this when they're at events. Hi, everyone. Oh, it's so good. We're doing this for America. We gotta do it for the safety. Oh, it's so nice. We just want to help you. But you confront them in private or when they're going down a hall, they'll literally, oh, you got a problem, boy? Get out of my way. Just like the Karl Rove of 5 administrations. I say 4 in the film, martial law, but he really was in 5. David Gergen, all of a sudden, did like that. Let me show you who they really are. You know who I am, boy? You know the power we've got. You know how many people we frickin' killed. Don't you mess with us. That's who they really are. But it's a nice little public meeting. Oh, we're friendly to you. We're nice to you. I'm so sick of them. God, can't you see who they are? I'm risking my life to fight these bastards. They're going to literally clean your clock and carry out eugenics on you and your family unless you expose them. They're now putting the Constitution cut and burned on the edge and saying we've got to get rid of it on the front page of a section of a major paper. And we don't know who the enemy is. And now you're going to hear yuppies at the country club and stuff, for those of you that are well-to-do, going, I guess we got to get rid of it. Because all they do is copy what the big guys say and then feel important. But they're not going to be laughing when their stocks and bonds and pension funds are taken. No, they'll go join the evil even more and beg to do anything just to stay in the power loop. But in the end, when we take over against these people, the Constitution and Bill of Rights, it is not going to be like Germany where a few hundred of them get put to death, folks. We're going to put hundreds of thousands of them in prison, due process, full court of law, no matter how much it costs, it's being paid for. Tens of thousands are going to be executed because they are going to kill millions, they're going to slaughter, they've already done it, and then they will be brought to justice. You out there watching, you will be brought to justice, you little bastards, for your crimes. You understand that? I'm not doing all this to be a big shot and shoot my mouth off and act tough. I know where I put myself. I know the scrutiny I'm under. And I hate you bastards even more for it. You are murdering, trash, child molesting filth. DynCorp and Halliburton and all of you are filth, degenerate scum. You are cancer, and you've got to be cut out. I shouldn't get so mad. I just realize how evil they are, and I just get pissed when I've got to go up against them. Okay. I've got to read what this traitor says. It just makes me so sick. This is America. You understand? This piece of paper they're burning. This is it. This is what makes us special. This is what we fought for. This is who we are. And these sons of bitches are telling us that it isn't. They're the enemy. Everything must go. No, you must go. You must go. We always had corrupt elites in this country, but they were better than anybody else, and they still cared about the people to a certain extent. They had a sense of pride and destiny. You're a bunch of Malthusian, sellout trash who hate everybody, including yourself, and you want to crap all over everybody else, and I'm sick of you. We the people, how to fight terrorism. God, let me just read it. It's so evil, ladies and gentlemen. Every line is twisting and written for psych warfare to convince so-called intellectuals. Bastard. During the course of a long, intellectually demanding narrative, oh, it's very long and intellectually demanding. Yeah, truth is apparent, veritas is apparent, but a bunch of mealy-mouthed, double-think crap out of a limp-wristed, chicken-necked, traitorous piece of filth is intellectually demanding. Meaning it's a bunch of mental gymnastics. Terror and consent pivots on several paradigm-shifting claims. You're not shifting any paradigm. You're bringing us back to ancient tyranny. One of them, which appears in the introduction, stands out for its humanitarian implications. So much doublespeak here. During the era of 20th century industrial nation states, 80% of the dead and wounded in warfare were civilians. So there's this false statement that it's nation states that cause such killing of civilians. No, it's modern warfare.